I'm going to show you a video on how I make these Bleach Art t-shirts, and the spray that I'm using is Chlorox Multi Surface Cleaner and Bleach. The t-shirts that I've been using mostly have been from Walmart, and sometimes most of these were $1 on sale, and they're the Wonder Nation brand. I think they're 100% cotton, not sure, but they work. And they go from ultra small to like XXL for $1. You can't go wrong. And then for the adult shirts, the other day I found these free assembly shirts on sale for $2 each. They work. And the ones that I use mostly from Walmart are the Athletic Works pocket tees, and they're oversized, I think that's called, loose fit. I really like these. We'll be working on this one today. And that the other ones that I like, which are about $3 a piece, the Walmart ones are on sale for $6. These always seem to be about $3, and they're Guardian heavy tees, and they're G500 and stuff. And so Michaels has them. Sometimes you can order them really cheap online. They come in a multiple of colors. This is just a few that I use. So it's best to get one, try it out, make sure that the bleach does turn it colors, and I kind of test them on the back side. I put a little bit on the seam to make sure that it's going to work, and I go from there. So what I actually use to keep this shirt flat is at Costco. They have this thick cardboard, or thin cardboard material that they use between the paper towels and sodas, and you get big sheets of it for free. Go in there, you don't even have to buy anything. I'm going to take this, I'm going to slide it in the back upside down so that I have a nice smooth surface to work on. Then I kind of center this so that when I'm working I can see the seam at the top, and then the seam for the pockets and stuff. And that it goes long enough for whatever I'm putting on here. So what I can actually use for the letters and stuff are from Michael's Crafts. These are 1 3/4 wooden letters. They come in sets of multiple letters. It seems like 2 of these, they're about $7 a piece, is enough letters to do just about anything, depending on the size of shirts you're doing and what you're doing. I have another set, and I think these are like 1 1/4 in this nice box, A through whatever, and go from there. You see some of them are painted. I was trying to paint some of them to keep the bleach from soaking into the plywood letters. I've been doing this for about 3 months, and I haven't had any letters fall apart yet, so I'm not sure that painting them is worth any value. If you need bigger letters, Michael's Crafts has some, and these might be 3-inch, and Walmart has some, and these might be like 3.5-inch. If you wanted to do like UC Davis or something USA, these bigger numbers seem to work a little bit better and stuff. And so you can find little letters too. You can find numbers. So it's all pretty cheap to do, maybe $80 worth of spray and various numbers and letters. My son Michael has done some 3D printing for me that helped. So we're going to use the 1 3/4 letters from Michael's Crafts, and we're going to write Aero Pack on here, which is a rocket club. So I was saying that I haven't had any problems with my C starting to fall apart, but we're still going to use it. I haven't misspelled anything yet, so we're going to pull this down a little bit. It's going to kind of arc. The center is like right here, so that's where my O is going to go. So the 7 shirts I did the other day for the STEM camp took me an hour and a half once I had everything out and ready to go. And in between drying the letters, took a long time too. So that's pretty good. So then, depending on what you want to put in there for an emblem, my son Michael 3D printed this little rocket. It has a lip on it to keep some of the bleach from falling off and really bleaching the edge. And so what I've been doing lately is buying some of these cutting mats from the dollar store. And then cutting out whatever shapes or diagrams or whatever I want to do. And stuff. So we're going to use, I have 3 different ones for pitch t-shirts. So we're going to put the big one in here. So we're going to get a little fancy with this. We're going to pull this over. We're going to pull this one over. And we're going to run the rocket up through here. So see how that's curving up? I have a little piece of metal that I can get to hold it down. So then another thing that you can put on here is that this rocket club was established in 1989. So I have some small letters that says that. So off to the side here, I have a 2.5 gallon bucket with some warm water in there, so that when I get this done, I can rinse it out quickly and stop the bleaching. Sometimes you'll let it sit for an hour, just depending on the material and stuff. So another thing you can do is put on this rocket is these are little cutout triangles. They make little diamonds. They're called mock diamonds in the flame. The only people that would know that are Rocketeers. So that's pretty much all you have to do. So in preparation to take everything off of this, I have a little pull pen that I'm going to use for the wooden letters. I'm not seeing my pliers out here real quick, so I might have to run and get those. but that's about it. So I'm going to shake this up. I'm going to do a couple sprays off camera, and I'm going to start up here. So then for some bigger stuff, I'm going to kind of pull a trigger slightly. For the John Pollock experience. And I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of turning purple. Careful where you wipe your fingers. So we're going to let that go a little bit longer. And that's how it's done. What I'm going to do next is I'll take the cardboard out. Bucket of water. Upside down. And then that goes into the washing machine and then into the dryer. So it's pretty fast, pretty cool. You're limited to your imagination. With Hobby Lobby going in at Run-Up Park, it'll give us more options for letters and numbers. They have some cool 2-inch letters I picked up over in Fairfield. But it's pretty easy to do. Use your imagination. It's kind of a reverse stencil process.